Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Alex with Glass Factory here with,
Coco and Breezy.
and we are going to introduce them before their show here next week today. So, how were you two introduced to DJing as an art?
Well, we first started DJing. We got introduced to it first was we were dancers. So we used to backup dance for music artists when we were like kids, like in high school. And we had a friend named DJ Advance who used to always DJ locally around Minnesota. And so we would go to him and we'd be like, Vance, how like we want to DJ, we want to be called the Double Mix Twins. Like this is like high school, right? And I think that what really got us into DJing though was mixing and blending songs. When we would perform at talent shows as kids, we wouldn't want to perform to one song. We always wanted to make a cool mix. So what we would do is we would record a song, like a part of it on the tape. I'm
Yeah.
showing my age, but we would record a part of a song on a tape from like the radio or a CD, and then we rewind it a little bit, and then record another part of another song from like another CD, and then we make like a 5 or 10 minute
This is like
mix.
in middle school.
And this is in middle school, and so that's kind of like making a DJ mix low key, and that's how we did it. So that was really like our first introduction. And then after that, we had so many friends that were DJs, and so we always would say like we want to DJ one day. We found so much interest in it.
That's amazing. I love that answer. And that's so cool too that you guys were able to like blend multiple mediums of art with combining music and dance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it feels so cool now that we are able to perform and also include our dancing in our performances.
Yeah. So when you guys were dancing when you were younger, were you dancing to similar music that you're playing now?
Yeah, it was a mix of just like all different types of dance music, like Chicago juke, house, some hip hop,
R&B.
R&B, kind of everything mixed in together.
That's dope. So then, who and what are some of your biggest creative inspirations that you draw energy from?
To be honest, I'm gonna say our parents. Like the way that our parents raised us, they raised us to be individuals and individualists, and they raised us to be true to ourselves. And so we only know how to be ourselves. They never pushed their trauma onto us. They never told us that we couldn't do anything. And so honestly, like they're our biggest inspiration because they inspired us to be us. So I'm not gonna say we don't like get a lot of inspiration from people, but we also like go really deep within to find who we truly are and to like what makes us feel happy and like be like actually just be ourselves no matter what environment we're in.
I love that. What's been your favorite part in releasing your most recent track with Shouse, Your Love?
I think the big part first is that we've been following them for so long. And when they had that Love Tonight song that went, it was huge. I never thought that we'd like do a remix to one of their songs. And so what really resonates is the choir. It's the gospel house choir that's featured on there. And we grew up going like listening and performing and being in a gospel choir. And so it kind of like paid homage to us because we actually grew up with gospel music. We grew up listening to it in our household. So to be able to remix a song that has a gospel choir on there, but make it our own, felt so incredible.
But also too, we put our vocals on there as well.
And that was our first time doing a remix where we added vocals on there too. We added some spoken words. So that was really special too.
I love that. Well, the record sounds great. I am a big fan of it. I got to see Chance the Rapper at Bonnaroo, and he brought a gospel group with him, and that was an amazing live experience. Do you guys ever hope to like bring that into your live performances?
100%.
Absolutely,
Yes.
100%.
I can't wait to see that one day.
Thank you.
When you hear Nashville, what do you think of? What comes to mind? Because we're not really known for our dance scene. So I always think it's interesting what my dance friends think of this city when it comes in their mind.
Well, for me, my first experience in Nashville that I ever had was I hung out with Jill Scott and I went to a studio session with her. So I have a different perception of Nashville. I think a lot of legends go to Nashville and they record in the studio. Because I went to that neighborhood that has all the studios. It's like 30, I don't know how many studios, I don't know if it's like hundreds of studios over there or like 30 of them or 20, but there's like a whole, I don't know if you know what street I'm talking about, but there's
Music
a,
Row.
yeah, I went
Yeah.
there and went to a session with a friend that was making a sound in Jill Scott. And so my whole perception on Nashville has shifted because that was my first experience. So I just
Mhm.
think about legends that go to Nashville to go chill and make music. And I don't really know the dance music scene there, but I do know that it's legendary.
I know there's a big music scene in general there. A
Yeah.
lot of talented people that live there and that are from there.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely have a rich musical history, but I think it's so amazing too that now within the dance scene, it's really reaching a point where a little bit of a burst is happening for dance. And I know there's definitely a love and appreciation for artists like you guys that are helping like build that scene. And not only like come see fans, but expose more people and get them into it so that there can be even more of it because I like a lot of classic country music, but I would like some more variety throughout the city myself personally. So thank you from us.
Of
The last
course.
question I have for you guys is there anything fans should keep an eye out for in 2024?
Yes, we are releasing our EP, and we're super excited because these couple songs that are on the EP are our vocals. And we actually have a choir in one of the songs too, but Breezy and I are leading the vocals on both songs. And usually on all of our songs, we have other singers, and we might say a few words, but this time around, it's pretty much basically one song's fully us, and another song is us leading, and then we have some choir vocals in there as well. But we're so excited to finally introduce our voice into our music and share our messages. I think it's so special that we get to share messages not only through our production, but now through our voices and through the words that we want the world to know about us.
That's so special, and I can't wait to hear it. Is the whole EP just you guys, or do you have any exciting collaborations?
Just us.
It's just us. Yeah. It's we wanted to do this EP before dropping an album. This EP is very like intentional.
Small.
It's small, it's just 2 songs. It's very inspiring. And we wanted people to really get a chance to get to know who we are as humans before we put out our album.
Yeah. Okay, I can't wait to hear it. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for it myself. Thank you guys so much for your time today. It's
Thank
been